All right, you're on.
All right. First of all, thank you so much for coming in and evaluating me. I really appreciate it. This is my ContraVest capstone presentation. So my first stop was at construction under the watchful guidance of Tyree Dietz and Tom Campbell. Great guys, and after my first day of being called a corporate rat, they really started to warm up to me. And it's probably arguably my favorite stop. So the overarching theme kind of assigned to construction was communication. There's a lot of moving parts around the job site, a lot of stuff going on all at once. Problems are arising, stuff needs to be watched over. And that's all solved through the superintendent's leadership, and of course, sign of a good leader is great communication. You want to make sure everyone on your team is up to date on everything is going smoothly, and everyone knows what they're doing. A really important aspect I saw with all these moving parts is making sure everyone's jobs are flowing together well. When I was doing some like property walkthroughs with Tom, he was showing me all the different things that can go wrong, like the fire people cutting through beams and everything just to get their job done, when really everyone's supposed to be working together and communicating between each other, trying to make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen, because then you're putting everybody behind. It's really not beneficial. Even if it's you, your job's going to have to be redone if you're doing it wrong or like encroaching on someone else's side. And learned a lot about the different physical parts of the building, like Jib Creek, shear walls. That stuff is actually really interesting to me. I had a ton of questions. I'm surprised they didn't get really annoyed with me, like girder truss and everything, and it was a really interesting site.
You learned a new word, plenum.
Yeah, HVAC plenum. A lot of quizzing from Tom, a lot of walkthroughs and everything, making sure I got it all down. So I'll never look at framing the same way again. And my next side was development under Alfie and Mariah. It was another great set of people to work with. Alfie showed me a lot of the detail-oriented side, and I'll get into that. And so again, the overarching theme I assigned to this one was attention to detail. The things Alfie was showing me through his kind of satellite stuff, and just the smallest things can cause a bigger problem later on. And for example, he was showing me for the Charlotte property, he was showing me the regulations they have for the environmental regulations for the creek they have going through the property, how it has to be 30 feet on either side of the back before you can, from the creek, to build anything. Can't be encroaching onto that. And I thought that was like super specific stuff like that was really interesting. Also learned about the importance of due diligence and the hard work that goes behind that. I met Mariah, caught my mistake when I was working on impact fees for, I believe it was Lake Shadow. I was counting business days as the due diligence 90 days, and so there's I learned that you're counting all days in general, not just
calendar days.
Yeah. And also learning about cap stacks, another hugely important part of the deal between the two kinds of financing, debt and equity. And I got to meet with some capital partners like Grant Cardone, some other people out at the properties, gave them some tours. They were all really impressed, and that's the one thing about ContraVest everyone seems to be really impressed with, is the great work we do, and our values really show through that. Also oversaw Alfie creating pro formas and different aspects that take place with that, as well as, again, met with some capital partners. My next stop was...
Before you get into that, did you get to work with the TechnoSun
I wasn't really hands-on with it, but I did see
the output,
putting data and everything. Yeah, to that.
Okay.
And pre-construction was my next stop. I had to work with Bluebeam under Ken Perry, another great person to work with. It's going to get repetitive. Everyone here is great. Overarching theme for this one was organization. When you're dealing with that much data and that much, you're collaborating with a lot of people, and Bluebeam really helps with that. But just the relationships that come with the subs, I feel like that's besides like working with them in person on the field, but getting that foundation with them beforehand was really important. He had me call all the subcontractors for the loss at Brownwood, and so that was it was kind of cool to be able to talk to all the people. take them out there to just be around them while they were doing that. I did shadow a lot of tours, and recently they've had a pretty great last couple weeks. I think they have like 14 leases or something like that over the last couple of days.
Yeah.
They've been doing really well. They said like the end of the summer it usually gets like that.
That's
been good. But yeah, they've been keeping me active.
And you've been at Millennia?
I've been at Windermere.
Windermere. Oh, but did you also go to?
I have not been to Millennia.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you'd also been in Millennia. So Windermere, great project.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
So, in your time that you spent with the prospects, what would you say was a common theme that you heard that they liked about the unit, and then what was? Did you get any impressions of what they didn't like?
They seem a great selling point right now is that since it's a brand new property, they're the first one to use the appliances and everything, and the apartments aren't like dinged up on like the borders or something like that. They really seem to like that. Also, the amenities they're really impressed with the gym. I think it's a good touch having that custom blue and with the white letters on the exercise machines and stuff.
The embroidering.
So it
I think it
matters.
really stands out. And of course the pool, it always looks good when you have that like beach access, the little ramp. I like that. But yeah, everyone who comes in, they're always like, wow, this is so nice. And the clubhouse too. They always, people walk in, they always do that little look around before going up to a desk or something like that.
Any suggestions for marketing? I mean, did you see anything that you thought maybe we were, lacking? Something that either is tangible or online, or anything that you heard from prospects that we don't have?
I don't think you like the website.
The logo and the website
Someone's come up a couple times, or like I've had like 2 people come up and ask if there's something they can find out about local stuff happening in the area, but we directed them to like the blog side of the Windermere site, and I've done a couple of those actually, the blog posts. Like Phil tries to get one out I think almost every day. Those are fun to write, just find like something local to do for the residents. I think they really appreciate that. Honestly, I can't really think of anything else. We seem to be doing, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that we could be doing more. It seems they really have a handle on it, getting those bags out to local businesses and stuff like that.
Did you have any interaction or training with our software system out there?
I have not. I've been working with Lead to Lease, just calling people back who have left messages or emailing them back about questions and stuff like that. I actually like doing that, like talking to all the potential tenants. Residents, yeah. I talk to them I probably do that every other day. And the other, Patrice had showed me the software where they kind of run credit and background checks on everybody. I thought that was interesting because some people have like a rap sheet, like I'm all don't have like good credit and stuff like that. And it's like,
well, it shows the importance of good credit, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't realize that at your age, how many people check that and how important it is. But
the only side of that part to management I didn't like was dealing with people who, like, because you can't tell them in person that they're rejected, so they'll get the letter, but then they always come in with a question about it or something like that, and you can't really give them anything. I know it's kind of stressful. I didn't really like that.
Did you have to deal with any upset residents on the phone or in person?
No, not really. No one was really upset or came in with a complaint or anything. Or once someone moved, someone moved in and someone was missing a doorknob on their master bedroom, but I don't know how that happened.
Somebody stole it, sir.
What the hell?
What's Grant doing? What's Grant doing out there?
The maintenance man stole it. He needed it somewhere else.
That's probably what happened.
What are you saying?
I'm saying the maintenance man cannibalized it to fix another unit.
So.
Awesome.
All right, well, that's great. Andy, do you have anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Well done, Mr. Leach.
Thank you, sir.
And